want to be part of the Dark Heresy beta. See the pics I sent. What? No. What the hell? Oh! I did not see this earlier. Yeah, bro. That's literally New Austin. The fuck? The hell? I can already see John Marston just hauling ass on his horse trying to get to Armadillo. I know it's Armadillo, but I like saying Armadillo. Sounds cool. Alright. We just got to do the fucking prologue, which the last stream, I was literally stuck on the same fight the whole time, including jinxing myself in the last second, mocking the game. Oh, imagine it just killed all my enemy party right now, in which it did. In which I literally almost threatened to delete the stream and never speak of it again. But we survived, and we are now Lord Captain Titus von Valancius, Rogue Trader. Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Let's talk about things that may be useful to me as the Rogue Trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Outline the situation in the Koronus Expanse for me. What do I need to know and keep in mind?
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permit, in my own words.
What did Bobby Hill say?
The Koronus
Places like
Expanse
Phoenix
is
are a
considerably
monument to
removed from the heart of the
man's
Imperium. This means that local war brutes become
man's
useless
ego or
within
man's
months.
stubbornness.
Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels. Until recently, the Koronus Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical, so to speak. But once
This
that
game
allow
is going to
for
be a lot
non-standard
of reading,
approach
or
when
a
there
lot
is
of me
promise
narrating,
victory.
so
The Koronus Expanse
get
is
used to it.
considered rogue trader territory for a reason.
This
Only
game,
rogue traders
CRPGs
have
are
sufficient
essentially
military might,
books,
audacity,
video game books.
and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the Expanse, and in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier.
Alright. And who are the main players that need to be aware of in the Koronus Expanse?
In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Koronus Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness. Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Kalagos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them.
In my first playthrough.
If we are to speak of
my first playthrough,
unclaimed
I missed
territory,
two
which is what
companions,
Footfall is.
and
Among
I didn't
the
bother
scum
with a
that
third. I'm not
dwells
going
on
to
that
do
handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the...
I'm going for a more dogmatic playthrough. The first one I did an Iconoclast, which is like a classic good guy. Like, I actually behave like a good guy instead of like a
The first
fucked up
is the
individual.
Kasbalaka mission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall and has links to rogue trader
I'm telling you,
Winterscale.
there's gonna be a lot of
The
reading,
second faction is an
and the
offshoot
game doesn't
of
even
our
have
shining
that much voice
ecclesiarchy,
acting too.
followers of Saint Drusus.
So it's gonna be a lot
They
of
are
me
actively building their
narrating.
forces and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological
I'm doing this little
heresies that are
glossary
hidden among the
for
stars
you.
of the Koronus Expanse.
For the viewers, I know a lot about this shit, unless you're familiar with 40K. Now, the art style in Hades was definitely more, I guess not cartoonish, but a lot, I guess, softer in design. This one, I feel like it's a lot harsher. Like, look
You
at the
know, Lord Captain, I am no
shading,
admirer of fine art.
the setting.
But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the Von Valatius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will
Okay, that's all for now.
As you wish, Lord Captain.
I must take my leave. Until next time, Seneschal.
Lord Captain.
Jeez, he's a yapper. Jocasta Sourbeck. Jocasta Sourbeck is a very disciplined picture of discipline. Her uniform is exquisitely pressed, her armor is polished, and her posture is imposing and rigid. The only flaw in her immaculate appearance is the heavy enforcer's maul, which is worn and battered from frequent use. She salutes you with a practiced motion. Greetings, Lord Captain. How did you come to serve my flagship? I come from the noble Sourbeck family of the capital world of Dargonas. Dare say that our house is renowned for its loyalty and strict adherence to the law, and the members of my family have been your faithful enforcers for centuries. I am honored to be the sixth Master-at-Arms named Sourbeck to serve. Sixth Master-at-Arms named Sourbeck to serve on the ship. Jeez. Why are you wearing Imperial Navy armor? Inherited from the previous Master-at-Arms. Upon death or resignation of an officer or an enforcer, his or her armor will be passed on to a fellow officer who had distinguished himself in the course of his duties. I was awarded armor in this way in my time, and upon the death of my predecessor, I inherited his personal armor. She is a like one-night stand romance character. You can engage in some pretty painful sex, but it seems like the two of them enjoy it. We'll save that for later. All right, where's the factotum? Hi, factotum. Where are you? There you are. I got trades to make. I don't care to know about you right now. So can we not do that right now? Can I not sell shit yet? Fine. Open up the map, motherfuckers. Captain, Choir Master Zachary Weiss is asking to speak to you via private channel. Look at this crazy fuck. Report that the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterium in the hope of picking up voices from the dynasty, ships, or world. We have heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterium's tumult, something is screaming. The scream is driving your choir mad. Till it stops, we have no hope of contacting any of the Dynasty's worlds. It is coming from the Rycast System's astropathic station. Well, what is the nature of the scream? Oh, I wish you had fucking voice acting. That was the first thing that threw me off about this game. 40K is fucking sick. We do not know your lordship, but it has brought the Immaterium to a boil. It has always been violent, roaring ocean, but I could spell doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness where expelled images fuse together, twisting and cackling, before crashing into the minds of all who perceive it. A mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Imperium, and it fills me with terror. If the scream stops, will we be able to contact someone? I humbly so, your lordship. Perhaps we will manage to send a call for aid to the Von Valencia's worlds or one of the dynasty's allies. Also, I don't think we've been introduced. Indeed, now we mean under lamentable circumstances, blah 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 blah. You're the choir master of our ship's choir. Good shit. We're gonna pay that station a little visit. Blah 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 blah. They told me they couldn't have authority to get on the station. Blah blah blah. The station does not even reply even after an official greeting. Scan the ship. Yes, Lord Captain. Look at this twisted bitch. Officers from the Augur crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. The note wave distortion of unclear genesis are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module. Actually, she would sound a lot more robotic.
Which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, what are the esteemed navigator's heralds ignoring us?
Wish I had like a tin or something. Man, I don't know. I'll do a whole fucking voice acting, but I want to do accurate, and she has a Vox box. Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Friend info, Captain, we do not know what's happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigator's blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor's light light your path. Thank you. I mean, I trusted in the God Emperor before and walked through literal fire. So yeah, Iconoclast would be like trying to be like the Captain America, doing things the right way, even when they're like, you saved those people? Their planet was blown up because they had chaos there. Why would you save those people? They could be infected with chaos. We have to kill them for the good of the Imperium. You know? Disgusting Xenos. We don't like aliens. Ew. But now I'm going to be a bit more dogmatic and be a bit more, yeah. You aren't worshipping the God Emperor? Done. You're bending rules a little too much?
Pathetic worm.
Done. Ooh.
You dare to argue with your master?
It was
I think
not
if I do
you
a third
who I swore
playthrough,
to
I'll do
serve within these walls.
a heretic one where I'm just full on.
My
like,
lips
yes,
are
chaos.
sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting
Kill
nowhere
someone.
with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Fuck these guys. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black, unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of the navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash the horrors of the sea of souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Abelard, if you would be so kind. Before you stands his lordship the rogue trader Titus von Valancius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Koronus Expanse and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out the nobilite custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances on the station, his lordship the rogue trader is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In this case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious evasion, but just this once. Blah, 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 blah. Felix Christoph August. Well, he doesn't have a portrait, so he's not too important of a character. Burg 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orcelio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. What is happening on the station? Where do these corpses come from? Betrayal, blah 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 blah. I stabbed in the back of my closest friend Theobaldo Celio, the second keeper of Burg 5 and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared to take her prisoner, greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Felix falls silent for a few moments and then furiously slams the end of his staff. The madmen had captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. Alright, we're gonna go rescue Lady Celia? What? Cassia. She's being tortured upstairs. We need to go power the elevator. Boom, boom, boom. I'll help you, if not for the sake of the profit, but for the good of the Imperium.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
White. Bright, pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
What a peculiar thing.
Never doubt me.
Of course not. Why would I?
I won't let it define me.
All the servants perished in the crossfire.
I always have a backup plan.
Must not let the miscreants defile House Orcelio. Whoa. What do we do? Oh, right. There's 10.
It's as good as done.
At your beck and call, reduced to dust.
Good shit.
Who, if not me?
Weapon at the ready.
Will do.
Oh, fuck. Too far for some of her attacks.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Take a risk.
Break their morale.
Stop it!
My faith strengthens me. Stay vigilant. Follow my lead.
Someone else can do this. I will do my duty.
Onward!
Follow my
Man, he hit me hard.
I'll see to it personally.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice.
I refuse.
weapon at the ready.
Not this Scryer's job.
Good shit.
Break their morale! My faith strengthens me. Stay vigilant. Follow my lead. Follow my lead.
Abelard. At your beck and call.
Yo, come on. Yo, what up, bro? I did. I'm gonna be honest, it did look cool, but I'm still a little underwhelmed. Like, I don't know. I'm really just like something feels off. The Gambit Shang-Chi shit looked really cool, which pissed me off even more because it's like, why is this the first time we're seeing Shang-Chi in this movie? What are we doing? That was one of the better Phase 4 movies, and we just really sitting on it. For years they were just throwing projects to like everything, and now it's like, what are we doing? You know? But
I'll make it happen.
the X-Men stuff has me very hyped. The fact that they have Sue Storm and Namor Or unless that's like some movie editing and she's not actually like fighting him when he's like flying through the air. But man, they're already pushing that. It's the first movie together. We're really gonna start pushing the Namor shit.
Power
With him being
resides
obsessed
in the
with her.
will of the righteous.
But I'm gonna be watching it. I'm excited.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
It's gonna be coming out right around Doom 3, so the whole Doomsday thing. It's definitely gonna be online. Oh, future.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
I do find it interesting that it seems like it's pushing it as more like a Thor movie in a way. I know people are like hyping up the whole Doctor Doom stopping his axe with two fingers, but I felt like I felt like that was really like a trailer shot because he was also barely in the trailer himself.
Faith without
They
deeds
talk about-
is worthless.
Underselling the villain so far. I'm sure they're hiding the best parts, obviously, but I'm willing to be proven wrong. I'm willing to be like, yeah, that was fucking hype to shit. Yeah, that'd be cool. But there's a lot of characters already. They've got to focus on a tight knit split of like Fantastic Four and the Wakanda side. X-Men and I guess Shang-Chi and the New Avengers. And then Thor and the, I guess, leftover, like the other remnants of the old Avengers lineups. Also, man, this is like the third or fourth time that Professor X has seen like mutants at their end or something in these damn movies. Like Magneto, and he also looks so tired. Like fucking hell. Like I'm tired, Xavier. I want to sleep. I actually thought it was pretty decent. At first I was like, okay, they actually bothered. I was fully expecting him to just be Robert Downey Jr. and say, hey guys,
My gut tells me
Dr.
it's a
Doom.
bad idea. I don't need luck.
But no,
I have
I thought it was pretty
strategy.
to be honest, I thought it was really corny at the end with the Cap thing. Like, I know we know that Cap's in it. When the whole thing with like Thor's like, it's not possible. I thought it was him standing in front of Doom with his mask off, and that, because that is like shocking of a thing to be like, what? But man, Captain America, I am hyped for him.
I'll see to it personally.
If a bit scared that damn he's gonna like get killed off or something. Like damn,
As
he
the
had a happy
Emperor
life
commands,
already.
I act.
All in all, I'm hyped.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Yes.
Faith without deeds.
Yes, Argenta. Oof. That's exactly the kind of faith you need. That faith helped you get the kill.
My faith strengthens and stay victorious. Follow my lead.
It will be done. Victory is imminent.
Nice.
I won't compromise my principles.
Hasta la vista, baby. Oh man, I thought it was gonna be a one tap. Shit.
My place is at the port.
Abelard, are you gonna be a badass? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Beautiful.
We are the spearhead of the
I will lead us to fortune. Always keep your eye on the prize.
Gotta pick up the loot.
That's how it's done.
Once we pick everything up, we'll upgrade our shit. Make sure we have the best loot, or give everyone what they need. I don't think everyone has med packs, or anyone who could hold them is holding them.
Is there money to be made? What do we have here?
Duty prevails.
Damned warp! If we'd been in real space, I'd have...
Spare me your wailing, witch. Every voice that
Jeez.
sounds in your mind is a whisper of the archenemy.
Land.
Listen, I know I'm gonna be a bit more dogmatic, but geez.
I better myself through my service.
Okay, cool. But anything to actually equip? Very nice. Oh boy. Ooh. Sick. Alright, seems everyone has what they can use. You know, give myself a laser gun, because why not? And it's just actual just lore. More and more and more lore. Nerd shit.
I always keep my options open.
Oh shit. No, stop, please, don't. Don't do it. Oh! Oh! You're talking to the road trader of this
Let us
fucking
not
Expanse.
dawdle.
Show some fucking respect. Oh! There it is. 5 mass extinctions. There's actually a point of reference in the Death Stranding games. I mean, mention how the Death Stranding is just the next extinction. Machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator system. Request data on the station's navigators. Negotiation with the interscales with success. New batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It's imperative to increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Regent at Ronto Arcelio. Classified. Reason for the visit classified. Yes. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the Purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands have been embedded in the machine sphere's consciousness. Now fits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child, delete, picked, flows, disable, access code, annul, station, control, delete, activate, shuttle, self-destruct, purge, command, log. And the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that? Nice. Get the door to not fucking freak out on us. Good work, machine spirit. I thank the machine spirit.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Tongue cut out, jeez. Well, sucks for them. Of course it would, dude. Have you not seen the movies? Duh. Come on, man. You never played a video game before? She.
Keep your wits about you.
We're about to deal with some bullshit, aren't we? Wait, what? Same armor but no penalty? Yes. And nothing else? Alright.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
Jeez, dude.
Is
Yeah,
there
that's
money
crazy.
to be made?
Did I not fix this? I need a control rod. I could have sworn I had it all tip top. What?
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, so we gotta go to the laboratory. Nice. I mean, if they're far
always
enough
keep
away,
my options open.
you know, with the whole light distance travel, they could be looking at our planet and they could be seeing us just sailing across the ocean for the first time. Or, you know, just discovering fire. Or no humans at all. Just, you know, witnessing the formation of our moon.
This
which,
could be
you know,
an opportunity.
So, depends. Ah, fuck. My neck really hurts. lens of some sort.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. Trying to see if there was something to explain the order. Well, there's got to be some kind of manual somewhere, no?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust. What's a peculiar thing? Success is the only outcome I accept.
Two paths, both leading to blood, both leading to the cursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy, they all fall into slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. That's it. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Yeah, who was the child mentioned in the documents? I think I remember who. Yeah, Lady Cassia. It is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal cords altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still able to speak. Destroying the shuttles, shutting off the power, and disabling security systems. Too many things require special access. Access only available to the keeper of the station. I'm sure you are aware there were two keepers. Your guess is absolutely correct. Diablo Arcelio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassio and her power. And also the one to blame for the woes that befallen Uric 5 in our noble line. I listened to the recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient toward them, purposely neglecting security protocols. That's the security captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the station's ecosystem, but Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and couldn't have initiated the self-destruct protocol. The one is going out his way to preserve what little there is left. By the God Emperor, you will hold these slanderous accusations to yourself. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. He was behind all this. The accursed child who tormented the navigators of the House Rostellio for years. Don't make me laugh. You arrived to help her completely destroy our house, and I cannot let that happen. What are you babbling about? I know nothing of this Tisiphone or monsters of any kind. Yeah, I came here to get a navigator, nothing more. Lady Cassia is a scion of a merciless tyrant, but it is not her relation to Tisiphone that is terrifying. She is a monster whose power drives servants insane in mere terms. A cursed child who can kill a navigator from your cellular bloodline with just a look. I alone managed to get it close enough to her over the years. She lowered her guard and trusted me, and at long last I rid my house of the curse. This is the truth. If your cursed child agrees to become a navigator, I'll gladly rid you of this burden. You didn't have to fight to the death. The first time we were like, no, this is wrong, and we're going to stop you.
Let us not dawdle.
But I think we were also more trusting. So we didn't fight until we got like upstairs, I think. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are formed talent like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her tuxedo hairs, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice a third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. Your eyes immediately sense overwhelming soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warped nightmare re-emerge from the shadows of your memory, paralyzed with will. Gasp for air and terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. Why is this happening? Why is it happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? Ow, 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 ow. As if my own little power went bad enough, now this went barraged into my head. Heresy. Lady Cassie, I am here to help you. Please calm yourself. Under whose tutelage did you learn etiquette? The Space Wolves? Jet black veins and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly, sweet scent assaults your nostril, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. I am simply seeking a navigator to join my crew. I've never heard it before. That's it. Not so phallic with babbling something similar. Did I imagine it? This is just one of the possible outcomes I saw. My head's killing me. The blue trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away from his sleeve. He glints strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. Even the slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. How do you plan to protect the leading navigator if you're seriously injured? I saw the reports on the main cogitator. Felix stopped the transmission. The mission only got as far as the nearest world. Hand you child over to you, abandon her to the mercy of fate, and cast her to the darkness of the galaxy with a stranger? I give you my word, I'll deliver her safe and sound wherever you wish. Legion Alonso, acting head of House Arcelio in the Koronus Expanse, rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. We came for a navigator, but after everything you've seen, deal with the traitors on a lower level. My final battle in the service of the sacred child. I will revive the child. Do not be alarmed.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, there's a lot more up here. I'm more up here to deal with. My boot.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Death to his enemies!
You attacked one of our allies. Come on. Hell yeah.
As the Emperor commands.
Fuck yes. That's sick.
Follow my lead.
Weapon at the ready. Break their morale!
I must falter.
do it.
My fate leads me.
Move.
Stay vigilant.
Grey hair? Sure, I took care of this one.
Got him.
On it.
On it. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape Emperor's judgment.
Or I'll open mine.
Follow my lead.
Follow my. No can do.
Emperor, give me strength.
Weather the storm.
Follow my
Easy
lead.
fight.
Indeed. We'll rule the stars themselves.
Got him.
Now, this is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house as
Return the
your
slab.
destiny demands.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
Sad.
He was a fine seer of the war. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
I regret we have to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before. What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, I, Titus von Valentius, rogue trader of the Imperium of the Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio. As a Lady Navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel.
I always have a backup plan.
Boom. Him shit. Oh shit. I forgot about the charm. Fuck. She's gonna be influencing us. Okay, damn. Really chose a fucking honorable ass triumph. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's the hero. Gotta make her comfortable. If she's gonna work as our navigator, we gotta make sure we, help her. Yeah. Get her the paints. Get her what she needs. Was gone. Boxmaster, see to it that you receive 5 lashes for the show of cleanliness. What's happening to Cassia? Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants of the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. Their throats raw from the strain, and in sudden silence, the dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's right, as it was for her predecessor. I'll arrange for the bodies to be removed. Rogue Trader, I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two. My sight cannot pick up. Okay, yeah, so this is tying into the actual lore of the overall setting. The galaxy split in half because a giant warp storm has split the galaxy in half, essentially, yeah. And they used the Golden Throne Astronomicon light of Earth as like a lighthouse, sort of, like a beacon to track themselves through space. But if you're on the other half of the galaxy, separated by the warp storm, or the Great Warp or whatever, you can't really see it at all, or, it's dark. So, the Koronus Expanse is on that side. Cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. As clearly, see? So you can see it, but it's super faded. The Emperor's grace to ritual is successful. The Vessel's temperament presented a challenge. His whole steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I'll retreat to my chamber to recover my strength. Send for me if you ever need anything. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Rycast system with a different destination, the station could have been critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navis Nobile brought us precious time. We can either focus our effort on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. I'd like to remind you we were still looking for an engine seer prime. Can you just sometimes just visit and tell me how wonderful everything is? Certainly, Lord Commander. Captain. If you're interested to speak past with a record low rate of minor disturbances on the lower deck, Senior Technoman from the Shift 8 came up with a new formula for a lubricant used in kitchen servitor and plant maintenance. The Quartermaster of Store Compartment 11 reported recently we are spending ceremonial decorations at least 20% slower than expected, which means we have enough tablecloths, carpets, and lamps to last us 15 years of grand receptions instead of 10, even considering that some of the stock was burned during the Cultist attack on the vessel. Thank you, Vigus. Cassia, what are you doing?
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
Pleases me to see you adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color. No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearances of navigators often becomes a topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising then that Cassia prefers the company of one who is used to how she looks.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you. Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Yeah, it's just natural, be they good or bad, you know. Just share them with us. You know, that's cool.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here? At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation.
Whoa.
At last,
I
have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
No, I understand what you're going through. My own life was turned upside down not too long ago. You know, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days. I was chilling out, maxing and relaxing on cool, and I was shooting some people outside of the school. And this is all in the high city, Philadelphia, you know.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so... private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
Who did I romance in the first playthrough? I'm blanking. I think I was going for the assassin bitch or the Eldari. But we gotta leave our options open. I'm overcome by your rare beauty.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Struggling to maintain the expression of polite indifference covers her burning face and swiftly exits the room. She's all like, "Take some pretty bite." How to express your feelings to a noble lady. Alright. Get me out of here! Seriously, where are we going? How do I get the fuck out? Nice. That's lies. I tried to talk to Dan Rock and he had nothing about selling. Just bullshit about yapping and yapping and yapping. Why are we giving away our spoils to these people in the first place? Okay, but how do I do it? It's not letting me sell. I guess I gotta get to the planet and make introductions before we actually start doing it. Name. Wait, they're introducing the ship now? I guess we'll end it after this little part right here. I think the Void Shadows DLC was going to kick in this early. And I did it, the DLCs the first time. I was already way into the first playthrough. I didn't realize they kicked in now. At least this first one has.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed.
This is the one I romanced in the first playthrough. My goth girl.
Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her. And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion. We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The Undying One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death. We give you one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
For many stories about death cults such as this one, these devoted holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship of the Emperor.
These renegades committed treachery against their domin. Their lips once praised the name of Kunrad Voigtveer, but it is your name they will whisper as they cross over to the other side. The domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This...
Alright, filled with awe as you gaze at the cultists. You recognize this feeling. You've experienced it before. When you walk through the scorching flame and survive, the eyes of your grim guests burn bright with sacrificial fervor. They serve the God Emperor with wholehearted faith and devotion.
so you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial. A dagger that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy.
Oh yeah, they show off her mechanics here.
Your Emperor won't save you!
I will be your end!
Repent or perish!
As honor ordains, killing brings me no pleasure.
Cut them up to pieces instantly.
Welcome his embrace.
All of you will bleed!
One foe or 100, I will kill them all. I shall. Trust me. This goes against the tenets. The shadows will see it done.
Yes. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Do that another time. Alright. Cut it here. We did a fair amount. Got a couple more characters, so we good.